Usually in the space courier business, the things we're given to deliver are packaged well, in containers that stay shut. Usually.
"Where does this one go?"
Moore asked, dangling a cloth from one blue-black tentacle.
"It's got to be for childcare, right?"
Eggskin took it, buffed their scales briefly, then said, "Nope, this one's for cleaning kitchenware. See the logo?" Moore draped a tentacle across his squiddy head in annoyance.
"See it? Sure. Recognize it? No. Here, this definitely goes in the childcare box. That much I know."
He passed a plastic-wrapped bundle of diapers to me.
"It's even your species."
"That it is," I agreed, placing it in the correct box. And the package didn't rip in the spill, which is good. Moore gave me a suspicious look.
"Those are only smelly after they've been applied to an infant, right?"
"Yes," I said firmly. "It's all the horrendous befouling that happens next that stinks, not the material of the diaper itself. I was more concerned about the diapers getting contaminated with something."
"Well, we can't have that,"
Moore said, picking up several more items with multiple tentacles at once.
"The baby humans should only befoul the cleanest of disposable clothing."
I boxed a pack of wet wipes and a rattle. "Do your people not do diapers?"
Moore made a wet snort. "Our littles swim in regularly filtered water until they're more than old enough to poop in the correct place," he told me. "Any befouling done on land is due to intestinal problems, not youth."
"Sounds convenient," I told him, narrowly avoiding saying handy to a guy with no hands. I'm sure many human parents would be jealous.
"As they should be,"
Moore said, sorting a case of silverware, a stack of cups, and a package of napkins into the kitchen box. He double-checked the napkins. Eggskin held up a flat ring of green rubber, textured with a scaly pattern that wasn't too different from their own arm. "Now this one I don't recognize," they admitted. "Is this for bundling tools together? It's grippy enough."
"Beats me," Moore said. "Something for the disciplinary sector? Is this one of those handcuffs I've heard about?"
I smiled and held out a hand for it. No, handcuffs open and close so you can't wiggle out, and they're not this soft. I squeezed the dense rubber. Yeah, this is a teething toy, 100%.
"Oh."
Eggskin cast her eyes upwards. "Of course it is. I forgot how vicious human young ones are about that."
"Teething," Moore repeated, sounding suspicious. "I seem to have missed that fun fact. How are young humans vicious about teeth?"
I set the teething ring on top of the diapers. We're born without visible teeth, then when we're old enough to try solid food, the teeth gradually push through our gums until they're free. Babies chew on things to help their teeth cut through faster. Moore's alien face wrinkled into mild horror.
"Why? Why not just have them out from the start?"
"Well, then the babies would bite their mums when they're nursing. I understand the teething period is pretty painful." Moore turned his horrified gaze toward Eggskin, who nodded sympathetically. Eggskin asked gently, "You remember milk? The first food they eat?"
"But all those milk foods they talk about come from another animal," Moore objected. "The things with cheese are from those cows. I forgot humans make it themselves too."
"Cows," I corrected. Moore shuddered, tentacles rippling, then composed himself and picked up more items from the pile.
"That is gross," he declared. "On par with diapers. What's this one?"
"Childcare," Eggskin said, plucking the pacifier from Moore's grasp and handing it to me. "Yup," I agreed.
"Do I even want to know?" Moore asked.
I said, "It's a thing for babies to suck on when they've already eaten but still want to nurse."
"Yeah, I didn't need to know that. How much more of this stuff is there to sort through? I can't believe no one else is free to help. Wait, wasn't paint supposed to be here too?"
Moore looked toward the door. Eggskin said, "She chased off after something that rolled away when the boxes first opened."
"Bah."
Moore sorted for a few more things.
"Still can't believe those idiots didn't seal the boxes properly. You'd think they never shipped anything before. If this was some young fool living on their own for the first time, sure, that's to be expected. But isn't this for a colony somewhere?
I said, a little one, more of an offshoot of an existing settlement. The briefing hadn't gone into much detail.
Still, you'd expect them to behave like real adults.
Mer shook a toy with ironic vigour. It was a miniature version of himself with paler blue colouring, and a layer of fluff that he definitely didn't have. He passed it in my direction. There are idiots everywhere, I said philosophically as I took it. You know, it's cute that your little ones have snuggle buddies like this too.
They don't, he said.
Erskine glanced over in amusement.
Pretty sure that was made for your species.
Oh. I looked down at the plush toy. That explains the fuzz. It really was nicely soft. I stroked it a couple times before putting it away.
Ah, Mer said. Now this I recognize. That colony does have a strong-arm population after all. Somebody's going to love this.
He held out a small object to me, oddly shaped and smooth grey. I turned it over in deepening confusion. It was roughly fist-sized, with cavities and crevices, and a few seams that said it might come apart. I wasn't quite curious enough to risk damaging it by testing that. What is it? I asked.
A puzzle cave,
Mer told me, taking it back. He stuck tentacle tips into some of the dents and rotated it like an alien Rubik's Cube. That opened up a passageway clear through to the other side. He wriggled a tentacle at the other end, then pulled it back and reformed the thing into its original shape.
First it's a cave, then it's a puzzle.
He gave it back. Still baffled, I ask, how is it a cave? Erskine cut in, holding clawed fingertips close together.
Newly hatched strong-arms are about this big, they told me, and they like hiding.
Oh! I looked down at it in a new light. You get to grow up and use your old hidey hole as a puzzle? That is wild.
Not as wild as any of that nonsense with teeth, Mer said.
I shrugged. I couldn't really argue that. Footsteps approached in the hall, then the door slid open to admit Paint and the thing she'd apparently chased halfway across the ship. It was huge.
I got it! Paint exclaimed,
wrestling a hollow sphere through the door by its handles. She looked like a cheerful orange fence lizard who had caught a soap bubble, which had handles for some reason.
Well done, Erskine said. That was quite a chase. It rolled down into the engine room, Paint said,
maneuvering it over to a mostly empty box.
Mimi had to help me get it out. It got stuck. He wasn't happy.
I bet, I said. So, question of the day, what is it?
No idea, Paint admitted, but it came out of this box.
She rotated the box to see the label.
Peacekeeping Division.
Mer looped a tentacle over the side of the box like it was an elbow.
Remember how I didn't know what handcuffs looked like?
He asked. Yeah, I said.
That's because when a species doesn't have hands and everybody can wriggle out of confinement, you stuff your troublemakers into these.
He pointed at the ball, which did have tiny air holes now that I thought about it.
That's fascinating, Paint said. It makes sense. Is it uncomfortable, though?
I wouldn't know. I'm not a troublemaker.
Erskine told her,
I understand they're not kept in there long term, just enough to get them from the scene of the troublemaking back to regular confinement. And strong arms are famous for fitting easily into tight spaces.
That we are,
Mer said proudly. Well, you know who else likes that sort of thing? I said. Human children. I hope that people receiving this stuff know to keep that hamster ball out of reach, or else somebody's going to have a lot of fun before the grown-ups notice. That led to a dramatic retelling of the long and ill-advised tradition of climbing inside truck tires and rolling down hills. None of my alien co-workers thought this was remotely reasonable, but none of them were surprised that it was a thing my species did.